BASF is one of the leading chemical production companies in the world, and joining me now is their Vice President for the Middle East, Dr. Udo Hänger. Thank you very much for taking the time.
Pleasure being here.
Dr. Hänger, the war in Ukraine has greatly affected the global energy markets. What does this mean for BASF and their partners in the Arab world?
Of course, as you mentioned, there's a huge impact on energy and on the volatility. The energy sector has always been volatile, and we always had to manage the volatility in terms of the impact that it has on our cost structure. Of course, with the increasing volatility, we are looking at more options. We know that we have a path towards green energy, sustainable energy, and I think that's a very good stepping point at the moment to go into green energy. You've seen our activities with the wind parks in the North Sea, and we're also looking into partnerships, of course, in the Middle East.
So you're using this crisis as an accelerator. That's quite smart. You're mentioning the sort of road towards more sustainable solutions, maybe away from fossil fuels. You're mentioning wind parks. Are there projects in the Arab world that are upcoming or that you can tell us about?
Of course. I mean, if you look, for example, at the Arab world, it has always been the energy producer for the globe, one of the major ones. And we truly believe that's going to stay like that. There is a lot of wind, there's a lot of solar in the Middle East, and that's going to bring them into a very good position to produce cheap, reasonable green energy, and that's exactly what we need. If you look at the energy deficit that the European Union at the moment has, you can assume where this deficit of energy has to be imported from. We are closely working with the energy producers in the Middle East to look into projects, support them. We have a catalyst business. Catalyst is exactly that stepping stone that you need to really go into green chemical and energy production, and these are the major projects. We also have participated in the solar park in Dubai. I guess you know the Al Maktoum solar park in Dubai. It's one of the biggest solar plants at the moment, and we delivered the molten salt for the CSP plant.
So big projects there, lots of scope for development. You were just speaking here at GOFA's Business Forum on a panel about waste and sustainability. What sort of clever waste management option does BASF have up its sleeve?
I mean, plastic is in everybody's mouth. We are not a big plastic producer, to be honest. I mean, it's mostly polyolefins, and we're not active in that. But we see the challenge that we have on the globe, and we also see that we need recycling content for the chemical sector in the future, and that's exactly where we step in with our innovations. We have a ChemCycling process that brings the industry into a position to use plastic waste that can't be mechanically recycled. We truly believe that chemical recycling is the first step to go. If that is not possible at some point in time, we look into chemical recycling, where we produce a product called pie oil, which is very close to gasoline, that we then can funnel back into our steam crackers and produce chemicals out of it.
So what would you say, what's the biggest possibility that offers itself for the Arab world when working with BASF, or the other way around?
I think there is a huge bunch of opportunities that we have. And the most important thing that we need to really look at is the ones that really bring a big value both to us as a company and also to the community locally on the ground. Diversification, Emiratization, Saudization, these are big topics. We also take them serious, and if we look at exactly these opportunities and select the right ones, then there's big business that we can both benefit from.
Okay, well that sounds good. Thank you very much for taking the time. Dr. Udo Hänger, BASF. Thank you.